Hi, welcome everyone to our 4th anniversary. We had, obviously, hope to make a big event this year in Montreal. We were going to invite all of you to come over. We're going to have balloons and animals and balloon animals. But we obviously had to change plans because of the current situation. Came to the game, which was almost a surprise, but really kind of a big deal. Then we had the Stranger Things chapter. I don't know if you remember that. First time we had 2 survivors in the game. An amazing foray into a TV show, the Netflix show that was the biggest thing at the moment. It's still today one of the biggest things out there. Then we released The Cursed Legacy, which was the first time we went back to tell even more of the backstory of some of our characters. And then we just released The Chains of Hate, which was a completely new take on the horror setups that we tend to do with the game. And the first gun in the game. We also, this year, released the archives. It's easy to forget that it wasn't in the game, but now it's such a huge and important part of the rhythm of the game and the content there. We've released 3 new tomes for the game, and each one of them came with some improvements to the feature and new types of content. We've also did a major update on Freddy, a much-needed update on Freddy that I think you liked. We did the same for the Doctor and made it kind of a big deal. We have released our dedicated servers, as we had promised, and now they are on every single platform. Obviously, there's a lot more work to do on the dedicated servers, but it's such a better platform for us to work on. It's a much more solid thing. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a few moments. We also installed a disconnect penalty, which I'm happy to say has reduced the disconnect rate by 35% across all the platforms. That's an immense improvement on the quality of life. We also launched on Switch this year. We then launched on mobile this year. We are now on pretty much every platform out there, and we'll continue for the few that are left that we haven't touched yet. We then released what I believe might be the most impressive piece of content, I want to say ever created in the history of video games, but I might be overstating it just a little bit. Bunny Fong came out, finally. Then I'm very, very proud to say that in the last month, we just broke all of our records by having over 1 million daily users. That means 1 million people played the game in one form or another during a single day. That's crazy. Then we also broke another number this year. More than 20 million people now have played Dead by Daylight, and you're part of that, so thank you. And that's it. Now we're going to go and talk about the roadmap and really what's in store for next year. Take it away, me. All right, let's talk about our community. For us, it means 2 major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. So it's important for us to be able to break it down and figure out exactly who is part of the community and how do we listen to them? How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what worries them, all of this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a very small thing 4 years ago. It was pretty much just Dave and Ash and I talking to you live and trying to sift through every single forums, which we couldn't do, to today where we have a team of, I think, over than 50 people internally, some people sitting at their desks in the office, some people sitting at their desks all around the world in different countries to represent the different, pools of people around the world. And then we have, people who are half-time and people who are doing this out of the goodness of their heart. We have people that are part of the mods team, the community management team. It's a big machine, because for you, community might mean you and your friends and the people you play with and the forums you visit, whether it's Reddit or Nico or whatever. But it's maybe 100, maybe 1,000 people that you feel are part of that Dead by Daylight community. You should probably know that there's probably hundreds and thousands of these pools of people around the world, and each and every one of these has their culture and their desires and their worries, and all of this is something that we need to have an understanding of. And that's what our community team internally is tasked with doing. It is a daunting and quite intimidating task, but they've been doing an amazing job at it. And we're going to talk about exactly who these people are and how they do their job. Gabrielle Murphy is going to take us through that. We're also going to have Gab Malvar talk to us about the Fog Whisperers program, which is a super interesting bunch of people that are helping, bring the good word of Dead by Daylight to the masses as possible.
Were created this year, and over 800,000 comments were posted on these discussions. Our official Discord channel grew to welcome over 100,000 people that play together and exchange on live chat about the game every day. But it doesn't stop there. Dead by Daylight also has an international community with dedicated community managers on local platforms that most of you probably never heard of.
Okay, I can explain that. I thought I was in a completely different... I can explain that. I can explain that. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh, see? It was all part of the plan.
I'm gonna try to get in the selfie. Hold on.
Hurry! Yeah! Actually, perfect timing. I need a smack the son of a freaking toxic. God damn it!
Well, if you could bait them long enough, they don't pay attention. He could get the end game.
It's moving too slow. Holy shit, this is intense. Onward. Oh god, what's gonna happen when they meet? I don't know.
Just don't knock them down. They're both using controllers.
Oh!
I'm dying.
Is there someone in there, Vince? Is he in there? Yeah, I'm getting him, brother. Don't worry, I'll get him. You liar! You fucking lied to me! You already...
Boys, yeah! Yeah, Vince wins, yeah! Well, okay then.
They're blowing up this one. We're just gonna have to. Yes! Yes! Maple, you need to go get that off. Maple.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. That's, oh my god!
Holy shit!
Please leave. Please leave. Please.
Yes!
And that is how it feels to be a fog whisperer, always shouting yes at the top of your voice. Seriously though, congratulations to everyone in Behavior for this fantastic 4-year journey. I'm so grateful to be allowed to represent a game I love to people I adore. Congrats on 4 years, guys, you knocked it out of the park.
To bring that, we had to do some adaptations specific to mobile. So the controls were, of course, adapted so that we could play on touchscreens. We also made changes mostly on the UI UX side. As we all know, Dead by Daylight is a game that's played very much with sound. However, most mobile players won't have their headphones with them or can be in very noisy areas. So we adapted it so that everything that you will usually hear, you will see graphically represented on the phone so you can play without headphones or sound on. We also introduced the Blood Market, which is our adaptation of the Blood Web. So it's a more mobile user experience friendly version that still gives players the same great rewards. We also added a lot of mobile-centric features, including a new tutorial, which is shorter and, of course, shows the mobile-specific changes and allows players to get into the game faster. We also added exclusive skins, daily word calendars, and a lot of other features, but also the disconnection bots, which have been tremendously popular. These are bots that take over when a player disconnects from the game so that the people who are still there can actually finish playing. The bots are quite good if you've played against them, and they allow people to actually